It feels really good to finally be able to capitalize on the weight that I've just purchased recently. Those of you who are new here, the black bumper weights you see on the ground there, I was able to buy those off of Facebook Marketplace maybe earlier this week. Today's Friday. Maybe earlier this week or over or last weekend sometime, but it's 300 pounds total. I bought them so I could start incorporating some of the Olympic lifts that I really like to do, like clean and jerk, snatch, and also it's a bonus to add to the weight collection for squatting because before all I could do was up to 210 pounds. Now, today was actually probably the first day where I got to use all of it. And I really like the look of it because with all that weight loaded on there, it looks like I'm squatting insane amounts, but really it's only 345 pounds, which is with all of the black bumper weights on there. I included a clip coming up here that I'm putting in the beginning, so those of you who don't want to watch to the end, you can see what I did today. But today the goal was just, it was a little bit of a later lift, and I said, let's just go squat heavy. If I feel good after I warm up, let's squat heavy. So not too long of a video. This will be a good one. And coming up, I'm not sure if it's the heaviest I went today or maybe the second heaviest, but I guess we'll find out here. So I've got here on the bar, I've got 365 pounds. Now, I only did it for one rep. I think I would have been able to maybe squeeze out another, maybe even three. But for the time being, I have not lifted in a really long time. So for the time being, I'll take that. I'm really excited about that. I kind of wanted to assess where I was in the process of my lifting and how the training was going. I mean, today is day 25, so we've been going at it for about 3.5 weeks, and I'm really thrilled with these numbers. I mean, of course, it's not where I want to be, but the fact that I've just gotten back into lifting for the last 3 weeks and I hadn't been lifting for 3 months or 4 months, I'm stoked about that. I also really want to say thank you guys so much for your support. And as I said in the previous video, if you guys ever want to hear me talk about something, whether it be a certain topic, whether it be a question or some sort of subject, it doesn't matter. Leave it in the comments and I'll talk about it. I'll share my 2 cents. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'll share my 2 cents. Now coming up, I've got the Bible verse of today. And we've got Galatians 5:7. You were running the race so well. Who has held you back from following the truth? Now, I'm going through Galatians right now, and Galatians 5 was just jam-packed with beauty, really. It is just amazing, jam-packed. The whole second half of Galatians really just, I don't know if I would say resonated, but it was really good. So for those of you who are not very familiar with Galatians 5, you should go ahead and give it a little read. But that Galatians 5:7 was the first verse that stuck out and caught my eye. I thought of, being a college track athlete, whenever I see anything involving a race, like that Galatians verse there, and I think 1 Timothy 4:7 or something along those lines says, you've run the race, you've something along the lines of running a race. I know there's some other verses, maybe I think there's one in Romans or in one of the Gospels talking about running a race as well. I'm drawn to those naturally. But yeah, today it was kind of a long day today, so I got home with my wife there. I was saying, what should I do today? She said, you should squat. I said, you're right, I should squat. I said, why don't I squat heavy, or try to at least? Now, one concern I have is I'm not entirely sure what this squat rack can hold. I've looked up the brand online. I've gotten mixed things, but from what I've found, it can hold about 410 pounds, which is, I mean, that's quite a bit of weight. But I think eventually, I prayerfully and hopefully, I will be squatting around that, maybe more. I'd love to be doing over 400 pounds for several reps. So if it ever, when or if we get to that point, we will probably look at maybe getting another squat rack or just, working this one to its brim. I know this bar is 70 inches, and I'm pretty sure a standard weightlifting bar is 72 inches, so it is an inch shorter on each side. It still weighs 45 pounds, but it is a little shorter. Just an inch isn't really a whole big difference on each side. Like I've said a million times, I am not an expert. I'm not a professional. So 2-inch shorter bar does not bother me. It's fine. Worst case scenario, I go buy a longer bar. It's not the end of the world. Didn't really quite have anything to talk about today. I'm kind of just rambling. But I thought let's just do some heavier sets, not a whole lot of reps. I'm still kind of warming up here. I believe this was 275. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 275. I was definitely not warming up anymore. I was getting into the heavier moving sets. And because I was going to continue going up in weight, I didn't try and do any crazy sort of, what am I trying to say here? Because I was going up in weight, I wasn't trying to do a whole lot of reps. I didn't want to tire myself out. I really wanted to see what I could accomplish today. In the 365 I included in the beginning of this video, I do think I could have done maybe 2 reps, maybe even 3. 3 would have probably been stretching it. And I think I could have gone up in weight too, but like I said, I'm a very firm believer in just listening to your body, not trying to push your limits if you don't need to. I'm not training for anything. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not training for a powerlifting competition or whatever it is. I'm just lifting to stay fit, lifting to stay active. So when my body says shut it down, I shut it down. But yeah, look at this. It looks like I've got insane weight on the bar, but it's only 345 pounds. Well, guys, enjoy the rest of the video. There's only about 45 seconds left. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.